again, my friends. Bungie's latest weekly blog post is live, and it's a pretty interesting one. Numerous topics are discussed: Iron Banner info, a Prestige raid update, a cheeky raid challenges tease, and everything you need to know about the imminent release of Destiny 2 on PC. But what interested me the most is Bungie's acknowledgement of the community's most pressing concerns, including the frustration of the lack of endgame content. And we're going to look at all of this, plus a roundup of this week's tastiest tidbits of Destiny 2 news right here in this video. So then, let's begin. First up, Iron Banner, which ends Tuesday, October 17th. Saladin will leave the tower, but the newly introduced Distant Shore map that you see here will remain and be added to all Crucible playlists. Stick around until the end of the video to see me turn in over 138 Iron Banner tokens. Yes, the grind was real. Plus, here's something you may have missed. This Fellwinter Frost emblem tracks how many Iron Banner engrams you've earned. Leaked info reveals that your Iron Banner Season 1 objective involves collecting 10 Iron Banner engrams. This will no doubt be explained in more detail when Bungie talks about Destiny 2 seasonal content on their upcoming TwitchCon panel. Bungie will answer the following questions: what does seasons mean in Destiny 2? What will change from season to season? How many seasons can we expect? When does Season 2 begin? And yes, I'll cover all of this in a video right here on this channel after Bungie's panel. Next up, the latest Prestige raid update. Now, as you may recall, Bungie delayed the launch of the Prestige raid in order to fix an exploit, which is fair play. Well, Bungie is still working on this fix. Thing is, it won't be ready in time for the Prestige raid's delayed date, but fret not, Bungie isn't going to hit us with a further delay. Instead, they're going to release the Prestige raid as planned on October 18th, 10 AM Pacific time, with the exploit intact, and simply disqualify anyone who uses it. Here's what Bungie said: we can now detect if any teams use this exploit to gain an advantage. This will take some extra time to verify, but we will be able to crown the winners with the confidence they deserve. A fix is still being investigated for this issue. Our current plan is to deploy it as part of a future update. We'll give you more details before it's ready to go. So yeah, pro tip, if you're gunning for world's first, don't use the exploit. Next up, Bungie teased Destiny 2's new raid challenges. Here's what the studio said: we'll be back next week to tell you about raid challenges that have been designed to make you rethink familiar encounters. And here's a sneak peek at the emblems you'll be able to earn from these new raid challenges, one for each raid encounter. And of course, a new emblem for completing the Prestige raid. Glory to the Emperor. And remember, when the Prestige raid drops, you'll be able to complete the final stage of the Legend of Acreus quest. So yeah, good luck. Next up, a bit of PC launch prep. Bungie provided a useful image showing the launch time for Destiny 2 in the world's various time zones. And here's the minimum and recommended specs to make sure your PC is ready to go October 24th. If you'd like a little more time eyeing up all this info, check out the link in the description box below. Next up, we're going to talk about how Bungie is addressing the feedback they've received about the game. Here's what Bungie said: ever since launch, there has been feedback posted everywhere on the internet about Destiny 2. Some topics are as broad as ways to make the Crucible more fun, some are much more specific, like add a method to mass delete shaders, which by the way I think is a great idea. We're reading as much of your chatter as we possibly can. There are millions of you after all. One thing we have noticed is a lot of discussions about the end game and how it can be improved. Right now, these discussions are also happening in our studio. We are listening, but need time to digest everything and draw up the best plans for the future. We will have more to say on this soon. Please stay tuned and keep the conversation rolling. Now, it's nice to hear Bungie actually acknowledging player feedback, especially the frustration over the lack of endgame content. Now, we're told that this is something that's being discussed within the walls of Bungie Studio. Unsurprisingly, a time frame as to when we can expect any kind of meaningful update is absent, and I'm willing to bet we won't see anything until we're at least a few months into 2018, if not later. After all, we have a new expansion dropping in December, so it's to be expected that this is where Bungie's focus lies at the moment. So as ever, we wait to see what Bungie has to say, and as always, I'll keep you updated as and when new info breaks. And as Bungie said, keep the conversation rolling, keep your feedback coming in. It'll be really interesting to see how this all unfolds over the coming months. Next up, a mini roundup of all the miscellaneous tidbits of Destiny news I've collected during the past week. First up, this article about the actor who plays Lord Shaxi-Poo. He revealed that only a week ago, he was at Bungie Studio recording new lines for the latest Curse of Osiris expansion. Now, we already know that we're getting new PvP maps for this DLC, but you can now expect to hear new lines from good old Shaxi-Poo, and who knows, perhaps this hints at a new PvP game mode too. Not long to go until we find out. Next up, we're going to look at some newly released concept art from Joseph Cross, the lead concept artist at Bungie, and I gotta say, this guy's art is utterly jaw-dropping. Here we see the enigmatic emissary of the Nine, and here's a look at the early concept art for the Trials of the Nine Spire. As you can see, not too much has changed from these designs. A solitary spire surrounded by floating platforms. Now guys, if you want to check out more of Joseph's work, and you should, because I mean just look at how gorgeous it is, I've left a link in the description box below. They make for really nice desktop wallpapers. Your eyes will thank you for it. And if you've ever wondered just how big Callus is, well, this should help put things in perspective. He's effing massive, almost 3 times the height of a Guardian. And guys, check this out. Reddit user Rectal Punch, I hope that makes it past YouTube's demonetization bots, made this amazing custom Future Warcult controller for his girlfriend after she was bummed out that Future Warcult didn't win the faction rally. He also made it into an in-game exotic, which, let's be honest, is much better than the actual Dead Orbit Scout rifle we were offered at the end of the faction rally event. This guy is seriously talented. I've left a link to his original Reddit post in the description box below, so feel free to check it out and give him some love. Next up, this tweet from Mega Constructs. It says, buy any Mega Constructs Destiny the Game item from GameStop while supplies last and get the Destiny 2 Rebuilder emblem. And just in case you're curious, here's what it looks like in game. So yeah, if that tickles your fancy, give it a look-see. Next up, this tweet from the Destiny the Game Twitter account showing a new trailer for the limited edition Glacier White PS4 Pro. Check it out.
Get the Destiny 2 PS4 Pro bundle.
Everyone with me, now! If we attack together, we can take back our home, or we die trying.
Play on PS4 Pro.
Right then, it's the moment I've been waiting for, that sweet, precious Iron Banner loot. Now, as you can see, I've collected 138 Iron Banner tokens. Now, I'm hoping to get the full set of Hunter gear. Now, as you can see, I've only got the helmet so far for my Hunter, so I need the gauntlets, I need the chest, I need the legs, and I need the cloak, especially the cloak. I'm desperate for that beautiful Hunter cloak. So what we're going to do now is we're going to exchange these tokens and see how lucky I get. We've got a fair few to get through, so let's get through them. And we've got the Mantle of Ephrodite Hunter cloak on the first package. A beautiful. So that's a great start. All we need now is the other pieces of armor, and I've got the full set, and I can rest easy, rest in peace. So let's go through these. We've got the gauntlets. This is pretty good so far. We only need 2 more pieces of armor now, so that's excellent. I mean, if we can just keep going at this pace, we'll be sorted. We've got the Time-Worn Spire. I think I've already got that. We're going to have a look at all this loot haul at the end of the video. We're going to inspect them. We're going to go through them. We've got the Guiding Sight. I believe that's a scout rifle. I've already got that. We need the chest and the legs, and then we are good to go. So let's keep going through this. Chest and legs is what we need. We've got the Iron Wolf shader. I haven't actually put that on any of my items so far. God, we got through these really quickly, didn't we? I thought it was going to be a lot more packages than this, but wow, we've actually gone through this super quick. Boom! What have we got here? We've got milestone updated. Collect 10 Iron Banner packages during Season 1. Okay, so we've done that. Excellent. So that's one thing down. We'll have a look at the emblem that came with that too. So okay, let's go through this. We're not going to get all the armor, so I'm going to have to keep on grinding. So let's just see what we do get. Okay, so that's it. If we get rid of these, no, that only gets us not even halfway there. So there we go. Right, let's have a look at the milestones actually and just see what that actually said. No, it just said that, right, that's cool. Let's just now go and have a little look and see exactly what we got, exactly what we need. So we've got the helmet. Let me pop on the gauntlets. We've got the gauntlets. Those are pretty nice. I'm not going to lie, I'm digging those. We've also got the cloak. I'm very happy about that. I can die a happy Guardian. Look at it. It's beautiful. Let me just see if this actually changes with the shaders, because some items tend not to. I'm going to put on the Campus shader, because why the hell not? Let's have a little look. It does. Brilliant. So there we go. So what we need is the chest and the legs, and we're good to go. I've got the 2 pieces that I really wanted. That's the helmet and the cloak. So what else did we get? We just got some other stuff too. But let's have a look at the weapons that we got. Loads of duplicates. We got the pulse rifle. We got the pulse rifle, the scout rifle. What else did we get? We got the rattler. I don't believe that's the Iron Banner though, is it? No, it's not. What else did we get? We got the grenade launcher, the Days Fury. So that's cool. Let's have a look and see what this particular emblem looks like. It's called the Shades of Radagast. It's not too shabby. Now if we go to this particular emblem, it says here, as you can see, I've collected 11 packages. So there you go, from 11 packages, I have 3 out of the possible 5. Yes, my maths was correct there. I had to pause because I'm an absolute moron. So there you go. I believe I've collected... there's still a few more weapons to go, but I've collected most of the armor. I'm going to have to keep on grinding to get those other pieces of armor because I want a complete set. I'm a completionist, goddammit. So there you go. That's my Iron Banner loot haul. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that news roundup video. If you did, feel free to give it a cheeky thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, why not subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you will not miss a single thing. All the latest news as and when it breaks. And guys, if you want to see a very cool Strike Easter egg, well, click the image that's just appeared on the screen. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for daily Destiny content, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, Guardians, until next time, Guardians. I said Guardians twice, shit.